Hello everyone and welcome to another video. And in this video, I am going to do a Haruki Murakami, books of my Murakami collection, and also do a first timer Haruki Murakami recommendation video. Where should you start if it's your first time getting into Haruki Murakami? And I'm going to do a few different recommendations. So first off, if you are looking for a short Murakami introduction, a lot of his books are under 500 pages, maybe even 400. And then the second one is if you're looking for a longer Murakami novel, like Killing Commentator, it's like 700 or something pages. The Wind Up Bird Chronicle is also more than 500 pages. I can't remember how many pages it is, since it was my introduction to Haruki Murakami. And then the other one is if you just want to have a book where you can read in one sitting and just decide from there and get a feeling for Murakami's writing and to see if you would like what Murakami has to offer and want to explore more. So I'm going to go ahead and give the last one first because it's the most simplistic one, and that is The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami. Now this book is I think it's a really short book. I think it's like 80 some pages, or I can't remember. I'll put it on screen now. But half of the book, it's really half of that when you're reading it, because half of the book is taken up by these these pages where they have works of art in it. It's throughout the whole book. It's about half the book. So that's half of it is this, and then the other half is the actual story. So what is The Strange Library about? The Strange Library is about a man who goes to the library that he normally goes to return books and also to check out new ones. However, it is not exactly the same library that he remembers. You can read this in a day. I read this in one sitting. It's totally doable in one sitting. His writing style is super simplistic. In his other works, it gets more descriptive in like normal everyday life, but in The Strange Library, the writing style is super simplistic again because it's like 80 or because of the short length of this book. And you do get a feel for Murakami's style of writing without having to put a significant time investment in Murakami to decide if you want to read it, if you like his work or if you don't like his work. So if you want a one sitting read, The Strange Library is your book there. Now I'm going to go with the shorter books, under 500 pages, and I do have a few here that I will recommend. And I am not going to recommend Norwegian Woods because that's the one everybody else seems to recommend when they recommend you get into Haruki Murakami. Let's see here. And I'm going to give a few recommendations here. of these books happen to be around just under 400 pages. So I'm going to go and start with Here the Winning Scene and Pinball 1973. These are Haruki Murakami's first books. I think it's the first two books in the Rat trilogy. It's been a while since I read it, but it gives a deeper dive into Murakami. It's Pinball is one half, and Here the Wind Scene is the other half, and they're like pretty much divided in two. They divide the book in two pretty much. I will put how long they are in the description, and yeah, this is a great books I guess. So these two. So another one is Hard-Boiled Wonderland and the End of the World. So like I said, Haruki Murakami, well, as I said in my South of the Border or West of the Sun book video, Murakami likes to play with parallel worlds and also worlds that interact with the world that his book is set in and change and affect the plot, the fictional world or the parallel world. He really explores that in 1Q84 a lot. But anyway, Hard-Boiled. It has two plots going in at one plot. Is about a scientist who is trying to find something. It's been a while since I read this, but he's trying to discover something that is frowned upon, and you have to go underground. And there are these creatures that live underground that'll get at him. And I think I can't remember what he's trying to do. Again, it's been a while since I read it. But there's another plot where it's like a village. And throughout the whole thing, you feel like it's not really real, if that makes sense. So these two plots are going on at the same time. If you like stories about parallel worlds, parallel universes, this is definitely your book. So it's about those two worlds and how they kind of interconnect, but it's about how they interconnect and that kind of thing. So Hard-Boiled Wonderland got the End of the World. Haruki Murakami, I definitely recommend that. So these two are sequels to each other. I mean, not sequels. These two. So anyway, the next two are ones that you should read together because they are a duology. The first one is A Wild Sheep Chase. The second one is Skanks, Skanks, Skanks. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think these two are part of the Rag trilogy. But I can't remember what the other book is. I'll put that somewhere in the video. But anyway, so A Wild Sheep Chase. A Wild Sheep Chase is about a person who is visited by a man. Again, he plays with parallel worlds. This is another parallel world book. He goes on a mission to find what this sheep man is. as you can tell in the title, a wild sheep chase. He goes to this. He tries to figure out what this sheep man person is, and he finds it out in this book. Finds out what the heck it is, and then this Yanks Ganks Ganks is a sequel to a wild sheep chase. So if you like wild sheep chase, go on to Ganks 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 Ganks. Like, it's hard to say 3 times in a row. Try that. So the next recommendation is a wild sheep chase followed by Ganks Ganks Ganks. Now these other 2 are 500 plus pages. Killing Kami Couture is my personal favorite Murakami book. It is about an oil painter. No, not an oil painter. It's about a portrait painter who gets divorced, and he questions what life is about, and he tries to figure out what to do with his life and what art means. Is art all about the money? Because he's portrait painting professionally. A lot of like big business people will hire him to paint their paintings. So what is art? Is art for the money? Is art for the love of art? How do I repair after this divorce? Where do I want to set my life trajectory to? It's a lot of interesting questions, and it's also typical Murakami weirdness. If you're looking for a longer Murakami book, this is the one I would recommend. Killing Kami Couture. And the other one I would recommend is The Roundup Bird Chronicle. This is the one that I read first when I got into Murakami. But it's about a guy who becomes friends with a girl. That's all I can remember about it. There's also a thing about a hole in the ground, a well. There's a thing about that as well. I can't remember exactly what, but anyway, it's been a while since I've seen it. So, if you want a manga book that is not Killing Kami Couture, The Roundup Bird Chronicle is another one that you should look at. And now I am going to go ahead and give you a quick tour of my Murakami collection. So.